Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sure I'm going to offend a lot of people because in today's video we'll be talking about the little things, the teeny little things that people do which drive me nuts. You know what I'm talking about, like when someone uses "than" with an A instead of "then" with an E in a text message. Like, no offense Brenda from accounting, but it just throws the whole conversation off. That is just the tip of the iceberg of the people who drive me crazy. From people who use grammar improperly, religious nuts, to Game of Thrones fans, Donald Trump fans. I will be going through the entire list of people I can't spend 5 minutes in the same room with. In addition, I will also be calling out one of my favorite business content creators and his recent transformation. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to share your own list in the comment section. We might actually have something in common. Let's start with something like Game of Thrones fanatics. They can't hold back. A winter is coming every 2 seconds. Even in July, conversations morph into throne room debates, dissecting every detail, even the unimportant ones. Living in Westeros, where every day is a battle of pop culture dominance. I really appreciate the fact that South Park spent an entire 3 episodes mocking how absurd and ridiculous Game of Thrones is. Dumb idiots sitting by the screen for 7 seasons and screaming, "The dragons are coming. Get the f out here." Well, I have to preface this one by saying I'm not an atheist. I don't know how many times I've already said that on this channel. Alright, buckle up for some frustration with religiously insensitive folks. You know the type. The ones who unload cliches like "God's in control" or "prayers are coming" when you are facing a crisis. Look, I get the good intentions, but come on. In all my years, I have never seen a gasoline filling station accept thoughts and prayers gift card. And my bills certainly don't vanish with a sprinkle of holy quotes. When I share a problem, it's because I need solutions, not a sermon. That's why my inner circle is built on folks who can offer a hand up, not just empty platitudes. It's time for religious well-wishers to understand. Sometimes what people need most is real help, not just holy reassurances. I am already getting angry, but let's move on. Don't get me wrong, I love a good casual text conversation, but there's a special kind of frustration that comes with deciphering messages ridiculed with grammatic errors. I'm not talking about nitpicking commas, but constant misuse of words like "there" instead of "there are" throws a wrench into the whole sentence. Suddenly, you are picturing a lost existential pronoun instead of grasping the message your friend is trying to send. It's exhausting, trying to follow a conversation through a fog of typos and misplaced words. Another not so fun group are those who take religion to an extreme. I completely respect people's faith, but when religious belief become a reason to judge others or restrict personal freedoms, that's where I draw the line. Imagine a world where everyone uses their faith as a weapon instead of a source of guidance. Suddenly, compassion and understanding are replaced by division and hostility. It can feel like living in a constant state of us versus them, which goes against the very message of peace and love that many religions promote. This also includes those who use religious zeal to encroach on the freedom of others. Yes, Jehovah's Witness members, I'm talking to you. It is Saturday, and all I want to do is clean my house, make a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice, and watch my favorite sitcom. Don't come around asking if I have given my life to Christ. All I can tell you is, I didn't give it to the devil, so go away. If you want to talk about football, come in. At least something new is happening there. I don't want to waste my leisure time talking about a book which was written 2,000 years ago. I have already read through it about 10 times. How much more do I need to study it? No offense, but get lost. Now let's dive into the realm of the internet, where another breed of beings thrives, the relentless celebrity fan pages creators. Look, I get it. We all have our favorite stars. But there's a certain intensity to these fan pages that can be a lot. Imagine endless edits, paparazzi photos, and breathless updates about every minor detail of a celebrity's life. Even before you open your eyes, you are bombarded with information overload, which makes you start to question if this person actually knows the celebrity or just lives and breathes their every move. It can feel a touch obsessive and frankly, a little intrusive into the lives of these public figures. Get a life, Cynthia. By the way, that's not a personal jab. I don't know any Cynthias. The fan obsession can also spill over from the digital world into the real one, specifically with the creatures known as concert attendees. Don't get me wrong, there is a magic to seeing your favorite artist live, but the experience can be dampened by the enthusiasm of some concert goers. Imagine shoulder-to-shoulder crowds, deafening screams, and the constant threat of getting trampled in a mosh pit. Once you are at the venue, you start questioning your decision to attend, wondering if you can actually see the stage or even hear the music over the roar of the audience. What's worse is that in today's world, places like concerts and live events have become movie sets where every attendee is trying to take the best photo or video evidence of themselves at the event, instead of actually enjoying the event in real time. These are the same people who go out to a restaurant to get together, and instead getting to know each other, they spend time taking selfies and scrolling through Instagram. Speaking of battles, next up are the political pundits. I mean the people who take politics so seriously they could give religious nuts a run for their money. Look, a healthy civil engagement is important, but there is a certain breed of political fanatic who turn every conversation into a partisan brawl. Imagine otherwise normal people frothing at the mouth about tax policy, or who wore what to a state dinner. Before you know it, friendships are strained, family gatherings turn explosive, and you are wondering if anyone can have a civil discussion about anything ever again. It can feel like living in a near-ending political campaign, exhausting and frankly, a little bit unhinged. In the spectrum of annoyances, few people polarize opinions quite like Trump fans. From their unwavering loyalty to their championing of every controversial policies, navigating conversation with them can feel like tiptoeing through a minefield. Whether it's their fervent defense of every tweet or their tendency to derail conversations with impassioned political rhetoric, interaction with Trump fans often leave me scratching my head in disbelief. Despite my effort to engage in civil discourse, clashes with this group can quickly escalate into heated debates, making them a prime source of frustration for many. One of my favorite financial creators have gone down this Trump road. Frankly, it's hard to watch him drool over Trump. I will vote for Trump if the choices were between Trump and someone who can't even tell the planet he's on. But come on, PBD. There's a difference between being a Trump supporter and being a Trump fangirl. The former votes for him, while the latter polishes his ding-dong. The fact that you believe there's indeed a difference between any of those politicians is making some of us feel like you are an industry plant. Anyone objective enough can see both sides are two sides of the same coin. The only difference is in the inscribed markings. Three things are certain in football: Sevilla winning the Europa League, Real Madrid signing the next best player, and all normal football discussions descending in a heated Ronaldo versus Messi debate, with each camp listing stats, trophies, awards, Ballon d'Ors. I get it. These two players have been the face of football for the past 200 years, something the world has never seen before, and might even never see again. But the only thing worse than a Ronaldo or Messi fan is a Trump/Biden fan. The only good thing here is that unlike football, only people in America debate about Michael Jordan versus LeBron James or other supposedly greatest of all times in other sports. I can't imagine what other sports discussion will look like if as many people watch other sports globally as compared to football. Even normal discussions about Firmino's incredible white teeth will eventually lead to the phrase who is better, Ronaldo or Messi. Speaking of teeth, what's up with people that have snow white teeth? Seeing someone with teeth that glow like beacons in the dimly lit room can be a little bit jarring. It almost feels like they are trying too hard, you know? Like their smile belongs in the toothpaste commercial, not real life. Don't get me wrong, good dental hygiene is fantastic, but there is something uncanny about an unnaturally white grin. It throws the whole person's face off balance for me. Go down the street right now, and say hi to 10 people. Come back and tell me how many had snow white teeth. Then you understand why seeing someone with artificially whitened teeth is a bit of a jump scare for me. The older the person, the weirder it looks on them. Okay, political pundits are intense. But there is a special kind of exhaustion that comes from dealing with die-hard Biden fans. Don't get me wrong, everyone's entitled to their political views, but some folks turn their support for Biden into a cult of personality. Family gatherings, forget about it. Mention anything that could be construed as remotely critical of Biden policies, and brace yourself for World War III at the dinner table. It's like these fans can't fathom that anyone might have a different perspective. How can someone in their right mind be happy to have as president a guy who can't finish a sentence, a guy who needs to be guided into venues? I mean, I can't fault him for falling down the staircase or bicycles. Stephen Hawkins couldn't climb stairs, but this guy looks like he doesn't even know what planet he's on. Look, I get it, you like the guy, but can we all just take a breath and relax a little? Politics shouldn't be constant brow. But have you ever been to India or some poor neighborhoods or labor camps in the UAE? Here, public speakers are the absolute worst. They turn sidewalk into disgusting obstacle courses, leaving a slimy tree wherever they go. It's completely inconsiderate of everyone around them, forcing us to dodge a spray of who knows what. Beyond just being gross, spitting in public is a health hazard, potentially spreading germs and bacteria. Just use a tissue paper, people. It's not that hard. Yuck. Next up are the people who are addicted to photo filters. In this new age of social media, everyone loves snapping a picture and sharing it with you. But for some, the clip of the shutter is just the beginning. The filter frenzy can be another source of minor annoyance. A touch up here and there is fine, but when filter becomes unrecognizable mask, it's like looking at a completely different person or creature. In the certain cases where the individual completely transforms into an unnamed character, suddenly you are questioning reality, wondering if the person you just met looked like their online persona. Like Robert Freeman said, everything about you it's a lie. It's a damn lie. It can feel disingenuous and cheapen the whole experience of a genuine connection. Till today, I don't know the reasoning behind filters. Are you ugly, or do you feel insecure about your freckles? Get over it. We all have something we like to change. Hair color, nose, eyes, baldness, height, weight. Actually, you can change this one. But why the rest of us have accepted our imperfection? Some of you out there go to extreme lengths to pretend you are perfect. The whole human experience isn't about being perfect. It's accepting each other as perfectly imperfect animals. The more you try to look perfect, the more you look as an outsider to the rest of us. This new age obsession with perfection is daring people to new heights. Please check out our video on how Nicki Minaj inspired a generation of failed women. The link is above. Phew, that was a long one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your own list in the comment section below. And please, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and click the like button. Thank you and see you next time.